Hello Tarot Rebels, welcome to today's reading. My name is Michaela from Tarot Rebel and I'm happy to see you joining us. As you know, I've started this fictional tarot readings series a couple of months ago and I've taken a break from that for some reason, I don't know why. But because it's February and this is the month of love with Valentine's Day approaching fast, I decided that we should take a look into Bella Swan's and Edward Cullen's relationship. As you know, in every video in this series, I will take a look at a certain character, a fictional situation, fictional couple, whatever, and pull some cards to see what the situation is, how the energies can be interpreted. So I don't know, I think the aim for that is to have fun. And without further ado, I'll just try and use the decks I have here handy for this reading. This is the Illuminated Oracle, and I'm going to use this as a clarifier. This is the Muse Tarot, and I think I'm going to use it for Bella Swan's reading. And this is the Psychic Tarot, and I think I'm going to use it for Edward's reading. So, let's try and shuffle the cards. Let's see. Oops. Let's see how Bella sees herself. Okay, one of my cards upside down. The Knight of Inspiration. So that's the Knight of Wands. Wow. She thinks so highly of herself. Let's see how she thinks of Edward. Why are my cards upside down? Are they all of them upside down? Yes, they were. Okay, let's shuffle them again. I don't read reversals, so just so you know why I'm so confused. Let's see. She sees Edward as the Empress. And their relationship as the Eighth of Emotion. That's interesting. Okay, let me... Okay, so, the Knight of Inspiration. It's a very strong fiery energy, right? And the way she sees herself as going towards the things that interest her, the things that mean something to her. She sees herself as very assertive, like very determined to achieve what she wants to achieve, and she I think she's very stubborn in a way, and there are moments when Edward and her father try to deter her from doing this and this and that, and she doesn't feel like she appreciates the input, other people's input in her life, so she makes her own decisions, even though sometimes it kind of feels like she knows she makes the right or wrong decisions, but she continues with that. She doesn't sway from the final result. So I think her vision of her is very fitting given the circumstances. She sees Edward with this Empress card, him being a masculine character, right? I think she sees the feminine part of him the most, because he does present to her as this very soft, fragile, emotionally available lover, if you want. So I guess why she would want that, also because she seemed to focus on a very homely life with him, children growing old, blah blah blah, all of that. It kind of makes sense for her to see him as her way of achieving those goals. I'm not sure she does it on purpose. I think she doesn't do it on purpose, but this is what happens. And with the Eight of Emotions, she this relationship for her is a catalyst, is a way for her to move into a different space. I don't think she really enjoyed her time on Earth as a human, and I think she sees this relationship as the opportunity that it is to maintain her youth and be forever young here, and I don't know, accomplish whatever she wants to accomplish, or maybe do nothing. I don't know. She seems very withdrawn, and same as Edward. It's kind of hard to get a grasp of what she is on the inside, but it kind of makes sense for her to want this relationship to be, I don't know, a lifeboat for her. Just jump on it, see where it takes you, like a getaway car. Is this right? Is this wrong? I don't know. It's a fictional character in a universe that's dominated by vampires and werewolves. So what do I know? But yeah, it's kind of a interesting energy. Let's see. How does... Oh, come on. Let's see what's Edward's situation. Ooh, so many cards. I think you were the first one. Okay. Interesting. So he has a 6 and 2 5s, and she had a knight, a 3 and an 8. Again, he sees himself as moving on from this current lifestyle that he has. I think because of the way he's with Bella, it kind of makes sense to him to be that way. But the way he sees her with this financial and material changes. Let me check the guidebook, because this is very, very triggering for some people. This is the red border, page 81. Okay. This number 5 physical card represents changes, challenges, and losses, usually related to material or financial concerns. You may be losing some of the things around you, but you must acknowledge that and know that besides existing as a physical being, you are an incredible and resourceful spiritual entity. So I think he sees Bella as the catalyst of financial ruin in some way, because they do tend to get hunted because of Bella's qualities in the vampire world. Also, it's kind of proving a bit counterproductive for him to constantly be aware of the fact that he needs to protect Bella in a way, right? So it's I kind of get that, but it's such an interesting reading, because there doesn't seem to be any love, because the way he sees the connection, he sees it as wisdom. And I'm like, there's no love in this. Both of them are trying to run away from something, clearly. And neither are very accepting of the other person's flaws, but they're not accepting of their own flaws, and they're not willing to work on them. Hence, the running away, right? They're happy to just jump ship whenever it's convenient for them, just to be able to, I don't know, to survive a little bit longer, I guess. Let's see. What's the strength in this relationship? Because this is a bit confusing. It doesn't feel like there's much love here. Balance. And what's the weakness of this relationship? balance and harmony. This is such a contradicting energy. The whole reading is very contradicting when it comes to this connection. And what's the advice? Reincarnation. And let's see, what's the potential outcome? I want this card. The potential outcome is relationship. So there's hope for them, but they don't seem to work together. I think both of them work in very different ways, with the kind of the same goal in mind. But the way they perceive balance, the way they perceive stability, the way they perceive everything is just a bit confusing to them as persons and to them as a couple, right? So it's kind of hard to get this relationship a healthy start. Let's see. Tell me more about how Bella sees this relationship. Okay, and tell me more about how Edward sees this relationship. Wow, wisdom, and she's looking into the past. I think she'll always be connected to her old human self. It's just very difficult to acknowledge the fact that you've made a mistake, whereas I think Edward will grow from this, will finally understand that what's done is done and it's in the past, and outgrow this pain from the past. I don't know, the losses that he feels like he's suffering because of her. And I think above everything else, they are trying in a very weird backwards way to get together in a way that's healthy for them, which fair enough. And I want to say the reincarnation is either Bella transitioning into a vampire or the birth of their daughter. Let's see what's hidden, the gifts. Okay. And the attachments. So the gifts and the attachment. This is I get a very distinct, especially because of the attachment card. As you can see, this person is very tied to whatever it's been given there. There's a very toxic level of commitment to this relationship, and gift giving coupled with financial and material changes is kind of counterproductive. And I don't know, I think they will outgrow this phase where things are very push and pulley, and they will start working together, but it will take some ages, and I mean decades, hundreds of years to get there. So yeah, it's a very inconclusive reading, I want to say, because this is a very weird energy that comes attached to the whole story. But please remember, this reading was meant as a fun way to entertain you, and you can check my description box if you want to message me, or I don't know, book a reading with me, whatever you want, or leave a comment, share, like, subscribe, you know the drill. Thank you so much for watching, and I do hope to see you in another video. Bye.